Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and the tarot to communicate energies to you. And this reading will be a collective general reading. So we'll get right into it and see what message does Spirit want to communicate to the collective right now. What energetically is sitting around you. Anything you need to know right now. And we'll use the tarot and some oracle cards to get into your message. So if you clicked on this video, you are probably drawn to the title. So I don't know what we're going to see, but I will put a description in the title in regards to whatever energy this reading will be about. So if you clicked on this, chances are you were intuitively guided towards this message. So there could certainly be a message here that resonates for you. Again, use your own intuition over my intuition. If it doesn't feel right or sit right, then do not take that message. We have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Five of Swords. Oh boy. What's going on, people? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there's an end here of a partnership. The Lovers in reverse could be a separation, a parting with someone or something we love. I do feel like it's a relationship here. With the Cups, I do feel it is emotionally tied to you. Now, Five of Swords can talk about somebody acting in a way that just does something that causes pain for both parties, where there's a no-win situation. Yeah, and I see there's this guy on the floor here with 3 swords, and then you have this female here standing with 2 swords. So yeah, and it says defeat here. I'm kind of getting from this card that somebody here is going through a 3 of Swords, which is heartache and heartbreak, being separated from something we love, going through having to heal a heart space in regards to a separation or a breakup. And I feel like the other energy here is sitting with the 2 of Swords could be indecision, could be trying to decide with the Swords, which is all about logic. Swords is also about communication. But the 2 of Swords is someone who might be indecisive or have a need to make a decision. Here I feel like there's a need to choose carefully or decide clearly what she wants. Whereas I feel like this masculine energy here is sitting with a 3 of Swords and almost in a surrender type position. Interesting. And I do feel like I could be reading for the person here that is experiencing this 3 of Swords. Maybe not. I don't know. I might be jumping the gun here. But what I feel from this 5 of Pentacles is, yeah, is this feeling left out in the cold, feeling down and out, or like, here it says worry. So almost like we can't do anything about our situation. We feel helpless. And it is in reverse. So this is like either a really exaggerated state of feeling left out in the cold. I do feel like this is potentially just getting out of the thick of a heartbreak and going into an energy of where the 4 of Cups talks about boredom or not seeing the cup of love that's in front of us in reverse. It's like someone coming out of a state of apathy, or now just re-entering a period, or now acknowledging they could come out of a state of feeling down and out. Although for some of you guys, I'm still feeling a heaviness or a wallowing here in a separation or some sort of, yeah, Lover's reverse, which is a blocked connection here of sorts. Okay, let's see if we can pull some more. Spirit, for the collective, can we get some more information? I do see the two people here. So I do feel like both parties are going through this Five of Pentacles, but I feel like one person here is taking this in a different way. I feel like somebody's surrendered or somebody's given up. Somebody's given up. And I think somebody is deciding. That's what I'm getting from these cards. So Spirit, can we get clarifiers here for these cards? Let's clarify the Lovers in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's an end of a romantic connection. What could have been a new beginning, in emotional new beginning, is blocked. Five of Wands. We got 555. A lot of you guys might be seeing a lot of fives. Five of Wands is competition, is challenge, is change. We see the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. And we also see the Eight of Swords. All right, so bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. So we have Gemini. And yeah, heavy Gemini energy, some air, some Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So heavy Gemini out here. And then with the Earth at the bottom of the deck here, this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, could be prominent in your birth chart. I'm feeling from this King of Pentacles, this is the opposite of what we're kind of seeing here, because the King of Pentacles is long-standing, is like father energy, is dedicated and committed to something here. But I feel like this energy feels like it's blocked, or yeah, blocked. And with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, defeat, strife, I feel like there's this there's a situation, maybe an argument, not seeing eye to eye, that led to an a breakup here. Now I'm not seeing the Ten of Swords. I don't know if this is over, and I don't see a Ten of Swords, but I do see a separation. I do see a block. I do see a love situation here not happening due to there being conflict. And I feel like two people are not at the same stage here. I feel like somebody's given up and somebody needs to get clear and decide. And then with the Prince of Swords, this is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving knight in moving towards clarity, but could be challenging or face a challenge and is not scared to face conflict. What am I feeling from this card? I feel like there's, I feel like this is almost like a baby carriage. And inside this baby carriage, this is probably like the Chariot, but I feel like it's like almost like a baby carriage. And the Eagle, which is all about freedom. I feel like somebody's challenging, or there's something here about somebody hanging on to or trying to control their freedom with this card. Okay, this isn't how I traditionally read the tarot, but this is the type of energy I'm getting from this reading. And I feel like someone here is trying to control or direct where their freedoms are at. But in doing so, I feel like this person does not feel free. I feel like this person feels yeah, like it's a lot of work. It's a lot to have to guide their freedom, and fight for their freedom. That's kind of what I'm hearing, having to fight for their freedom. And with this Eight of Swords, this is a limiting belief. This is somebody telling themselves an untruth, or limiting themselves in some way, by believing something about themselves or about a situation, that holds them back, or enables them to break free or move towards what they want, or have an ascension in their own growth, because they're limiting themselves. And now she looks like a puppet with all these strings. Something here about freedom, something here about somebody feeling like they're under someone else's control. Yeah, someone feeling like they're under someone else's control. And I feel like this belief is what's guiding them, what's keeping them in this confrontational type energy. But I feel like this is a no-win situation, and I feel like it's resulting in leaving two people out in the cold. But I feel like both people are at different, are at different levels, or different, not necessarily levels. I don't know how to explain this. It's like processing this block in a different way. Whereas I feel one person's rolled over and gave up, and another person is trying to get clear and is trying to keep a level head about this. Princess of Swords, more mental thought. And this is very similar to the Knight of Swords. This is the Page of Swords, and the page talks about communication. I think there's a need to get clear, but I think whatever communication has happened in this situation has not been clear. I feel like it's only been the communication that has happened has led to a challenging situation. I feel like there is a need for clarity. The Sword of Truth is kind of sideways, not straight up. With the clouds, talking about uncertainty, things being clouded. I feel like there was a need to communicate truth, and truth never really was communicated here, which could have impacted this stability, could have impacted this longevity of maybe potentially an option here of love, of two people coming together, of a partnership, of a new beginning, an emotional new beginning, self-love. And there's a lot of conflict here around this. So let's pull some oracle cards, and then we can pull some more tarot and see what else we get. So Spirit, can we get some more information for the collective regarding this energy that I'm tapped into? What more can we communicate? We have sitting on top of the world with 68. We have number 1, suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. It's that controlling feeling again. Somebody feels controlled. Suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. And then we have 65 with scry mirror. I feel like with this sitting on top of the world, there is, and with the Lovers, I feel like there's something here that transcends this time and space almost, with the sitting on top of the world. But the world can talk about successful conclusions to cycles ending, and graduation of phases in our life that allows us to ascend. And I feel like with this eye here, there is a need to see a situation clearly for what it is, in order for this situation to kind of wrap up, and then for both energies to ascend. And ascension always leads us closer to ourselves, which allows us this feeling of happiness, sitting on top of the world, like we could conquer it all. And I do feel like there's a sense here of the energies of these two people. I'm picking up divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm picking up this very beautiful energy when alchemized together. But I feel like it's this really horrible energy when it's, yeah, when there's conflict or when things aren't clear. And I do feel like there is an energy here that feels suppressed, or that is in this Eight of Swords mentality, that feels like they would be suppressed or could experience some sort of control, some sort of limitation in allowing themselves to be themselves, express themselves, show up as themselves. And I feel like with the scry mirror, that's causing this situation here with this Five of Swords, which is a no-win situation, because I do feel like, I mean, cause and effect. So I feel if somebody feels like they're held back and really holding a tight rein, I'm not wanting to be controlled or feel like they are being controlled. I feel like somebody here needs to decide where to go from that energy. I do feel like this mirror energy is really two individuals that are kind of blocked right now, and both kind of maybe not helping a situation. Okay. Let me pull some more tarot from a different tarot pack just to see what message we get, if it's pretty consistent with that. Spirit, thank you so much for the clear and concise message, and I'd like to thank the viewers here for allowing me to tap into your energy. Thank you so much. I am so blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Can we get some more in regards to this energy I'm tapping into, Spirit, for this collective message? Thank you very much. Seven of Cups in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Death and Rebirth in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. 2, 2. The High Priestess is a 2, and the 2 is all about choices and balance. But specifically what I'm feeling here is there's someone is ignoring their intuition, but I feel like there's a secret here, or something unknown that hasn't been brought forward in order to stabilize things. I feel like there's a missing information here that has led to turbulency, that has led to there being an inability to balance the connection and weigh things out. I feel like there's this secret of sorts that maybe one person here isn't being completely honest and open with the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess together. This is, I feel like, yeah, some hidden information. Seven of Cups is all about muddled thinking, having too many options, not being very clear, not really prioritizing properly, and maybe having some sort of fantasy-like thinking, which isn't reality. And I feel like the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles here could talk about not prioritizing the right choice, having to make the right choice. With the Two of Wands, this is deciding for the future. This is choosing the right option. And she's leaning in on this wand here. So it's almost like getting clear which direction to go for the future, which way to travel. what to pick. And I do feel like this might have been the cause of the of an ending here with this death card, but it is also in reverse. And like I was saying, I wasn't seeing any 10 of swords. So I feel like this is more talking about a transformation that needs to happen. The death card's all about clearing out the old in order for the new to begin. With this in reverse, it's like hanging on to something that needs to transform, that needs to be cleared out. And I feel like somebody here with that 8 of Swords is hanging on to a limiting belief, holding back information, which is not allowing the situation to balance out and for them to make a decision. Now, we were seeing the Divine Feminine there with the 2 swords needing to get clear, because this is all about choices and making a decision. But I feel like somebody might not be working with the full information, or might be ignoring their higher self. Although the 7 of Cups in reverse could be now getting clear or now getting out of the fog. But I feel like reinforced with this High Priestess in reverse, I feel like this is heavy confusion, heavy fog, and not becoming clear, not prioritizing, feeling strapped, then not knowing which way, being completely letting life happen, which I feel is this, this need for transformation in order for a new energy to take place, and for a future here with deciding which way to go for a new future, or at least a new way of being in the future. Okay, let's see if we can clarify some of these. What's with this 7 of Cups in reverse, Spirit? What's with the 7 of Cups? We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's the High Priestess here in reverse. The Queen of Wands. Okay, why is the 2 of Pentacles? The 8 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Hermit. All right, so we were seeing the 2 of Wands, which talks about, could be travel, distance. Same with this 8 of Wands. So there could definitely be something to do with traveling or distance. Also talks about communication, but this is in reverse. 5 of Swords we're seeing again. We saw it with the other tarot pack, which is conflict. And I do feel like this type of a conflict is causing a big grievance here. And again, I feel like, I mean, one person here is standing, almost celebrating on a mountaintop, and this person is like, looks like they suffered a headache. 2 people not really on the same page. And I feel like whatever this secret is, because I still feel like it's a hidden piece of information, or for some of you guys could be just somebody not listening to their higher self, or ignoring their downloads, their dreams, what they know to be the higher path or the higher truth or introspection. But I feel like for some of you guys, that where there is this piece of information, could very well be this person is either involved with a third party person, with this Queen of Wands, because this could talk about the other woman. Okay, now it doesn't have to be a woman, could be man, woman, could be you're in a third party type situation and this isn't communicated here, or it could very well be this energy is choosing something that is more attractive to them, or that they're bringing in for themselves, that they believe they want for themselves, because it might be something they feel is more in line with what they're wanting to bring in. And I feel like someone's not being honest or open about this, or clear about what this looks like. And I feel like with this 10 of Pentacles, this is that King of Pentacles we were seeing, which is that stability, that building a solid future, a legacy that stands the test of time. With this in reverse, I feel like maybe whatever could have been built here, I feel there is a block, but I feel mostly this is talking about family. family issues, family concerns, something happening in the family. And also talking about, I'm getting an energy here of a very long period of time. So yeah, maybe this is something that has been ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. Maybe there's family issues, or this other woman could very well be a family member. Yeah, family member. But I feel, again, reinforcing this High Priestess in reverse and this Eight of Wands in reverse. This is like communication, a breakthrough with this in reverse. Could be someone's not communicating. So when I say hidden secrets, it could even be, you know, lying by omission or not being, communicating a truth here. Yeah, I do feel it's blocked. And this is causing there to be a holdup in the new. This is causing there to stall something, drag something out. And I feel like the Hermit card is really when one goes within self to get clear, to tap into the High Priestess energy, their intuition, their knowing, their understanding, get very clear. So again, with the Two of Swords, Divine Feminine energy, we were seeing there, maybe there's a need to internally look within. But I feel like this message being directly under this Death card is saying there's a need to really understand why maybe we're not allowing things to transition out in order for there to be a new. And that Eight of Swords, we were seeing that energy where someone was limiting themselves, was keeping them in this death reverse type energy. There's a need to have some introspection and really look within themselves and maybe not ignore their higher self, their intuition here. Get clear about prioritizing what's important. And it could be they're not prioritizing their family. It could be they're not prioritizing their own legacy, what they could build for themselves. They're not really taking that seriously so much, I feel like, or prioritizing it. Four of Swords is recovery and rest. It is in reverse. So I do feel like there needs to be a reflection here. So maybe this is still fresh because I feel like death still isn't reversed. So we're still transitioning. There still hasn't been a communication. There still hasn't been a full realization or reflection about what has happened. I feel like this Five of Swords is fairly fresh, and this is potentially why this reading came about when it did. So maybe you just recently got into a conflict here with someone. You're not seeing eye to eye. Someone's position on the matter is somewhere else. I feel like also with this card, there's a bird chirping in this guy's ear. So it could be a family member. The other woman here, I don't know, the family member here that is causing some sort of conflict, or maybe one person to believe an untruth about the other person or situation. Yeah, and causing this confusion. So let's see if we could see some more. Spirit, can we get some more information around this energy? House, this is that family type energy. This is the energy of people we surround ourselves with day in, day out. This is our home life. This is also the King of Pentacles type energy. This Ten of Pentacles, it's stability. It's building for our future. Yeah, it's our long-term stability. It's our home. It's our family. The garden, that's our network of people who we surround ourselves with. The birds. Okay, so I'm feeling like somebody here is surrounding themselves with an energy that might be chirping in their ear, which is causing conflict in this situation. Solution with the key, opening the door up. Yeah. Now, I feel like 333 here, which could be confirming that third party energy I was picking up. But I feel like this key is a very positive card to get, because this is having the right solution to open the door to a problem, or to solve something here, or to figure something out, and being given an answer, or figuring out a way forward. And I do feel like right now there's a block because someone is not being clear or receptive. And I feel like once this person recognizes that, I think there's something going on here with their family environment, their network of people who they're surrounding themselves with socially, might be giving them a, I was going to say a false sense of something, keeping this person in an 8 of Swords, which caused this 5 of Swords in this connection. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so now that we have that, let's ask Spirit if we can get some more with the other tarot pack, just in regards to what is this information that this energy is picking up from maybe their friends, their family, that is maybe potentially untrue. So we have the Knight of Swords coming out again. Okay, so I did ask specifically when this card came out, and I feel like this person feels maybe they're not free, because that's what I'm really getting from this Knight of Swords. They're not free to control themselves and how they want to move forward. And this could certainly be some information that they're feeling in regards to their family and their social network. I do feel, though, there is an untruth here with that Sword of Truth being sideways, so something's not quite clear. There's some sort of a hang up here, some sort of an untruth, some sort of understanding that isn't quite clear. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who does challenge and face conflict, and and goes after a cause. So I feel like this person has this cause or this mission, but is combative about maybe this type of freedoms. We have the Page of Wands, communication. And also the Page is somebody learning. Could be somebody just learning something. Here with Wands, it's inspired action. Being given an opportunity to go towards something they're inspired to do, having the courage or the spark of inspiration, really, to move towards something here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy. Okay, this is very, very, very slow. So the fact that we have the quickest knight here and the slowest knight on either side, and we have this Page of Wands in the middle, I feel like maybe there is a need to get clear here. Again, we were seeing the 2s. You know, this is very dedicated, solid, and dependable energy. Although very, very slow, it is very dedicated and consistent. And I feel like this energy is kind of fighting a cause. At what expense sometimes it is to, hang on one sec. So at the expense of, winning a battle of sorts, but I'm not sure here. I'm not sure here what this is about. So let's get some more clarity for these 3 cards. So we have the 4 of Swords with truce. We were seeing the 4 of Swords in the other tarot pack, which was a need for reflection and healing, which is why I said this might have been fairly fresh type energy. We have the Knight of Wands now under the Page of Wands in reverse. Very interesting. And then we have the Fool in reverse. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So I need for a different perspective, because I do feel like somebody in their Eight of Swords is very hung up on their perspective of seeing something for the truth, which I don't think is the truth. And until they're able to see clearly and have that key, that hermit introspection and really understanding, for there to be a truce, for there to be healing in the situation here. And I do feel like, yeah, from this page to this Knight, I mean, the Knight of Wands is someone a little more experienced here in order to go after what they want, but it is reversed. So I feel like there's somebody here who might be fairly novice in understanding maybe how to go about chasing their passions or what they're inspired to act towards here, because they might be fairly inexperienced. And I do feel like there's this combative energy and then there's this very slow energy. But maybe what Spirit is suggesting is there could be this middle ground type energy, which might be something more acting towards somebody's passions and desires rather than maybe confrontational about something here, or moving super, super slow. And I feel like the Fool in reverse is talking about taking a leap of faith and trusting in our path, although we might not know where it leads us to, that we are having a new beginning in the jump forward towards what we're supposed to be experiencing. And I feel like this in reverse could mean somebody not prepared to take a risk, but it is somebody that is playing it too safe. Okay, because Prince of Pentacles is very slow, safe energy. The Fool reverse is very safe, too safe energy that holds us back, and could also be a foolish act with the Fool in reverse. So somebody who is acting foolish, and might be blinded by some sort of ideology here that isn't allowing them to heal and isn't allowing there to be a truce in this situation specifically, because that's what we asked about. And then we have the Hangman, which is a need for a different perspective here that allows us to see things differently, because right now there's suspended action, a state of limbo, things not really moving forward. Now we are seeing communication here, and we were seeing the Eight of Wands, but that was in reverse. So maybe there's a need to communicate one's desire to be free, or one's desire of how to go about navigating their sense of not wanting to feel controlled here. And then the Three of Wands is about the future. This is an energy of, yeah, like waiting for your ships to come in, because you've done all the preparation, the planning, and put in all the energy to then let things kind of unfold. You know, when we get on the ship, like the Fool, we're kind of heading off into our journey. This card specifically, you see juggling. So I feel like there's almost a risk here, or at least this energy feels like there's too much of a risk. So juggling fire, like too much of a risk to go into the future. There's too much of a risk to leap in, which I feel is that Eight of Swords, that need to go inwards, that need to really be open to that High Priestess energy we're seeing there, that's in reverse, that's ignoring our intuition, our dreams, and our downloads about what we feel is right, intuitively what we know is right, with the Hermit, understanding ourselves, in order to do, for us to gain this perspective, for us to make decisions for the future. And sometimes we need to leap ahead, not have everything planned out in front of us. This is a very, very safe energy, and I feel like this might be a little bit of a harsh energy. And I do feel like this is kind of more neutral, balance type energy here. Although I don't know quite what it's communicating or saying to us here. I mean, Page, again, communication. Wands is all about inspired action. passions, desires. The Knight of Wands could be somebody who is very charming, passionate, very fiery. It is in reverse, so it's like a block in moving towards something we want, having to be blocked about something we want. Okay, let's pull a little bit more before we wrap up and see if we could just get some more information that might help us to see a little bit more into this situation. What more, Spirit? Can we get some more? And we have the Anchor. This is all about stability and commitments. By being solidified to something, could be feeling very weighed down. Again, that energy of wanting to be free, maybe feeling controlled, feeling weighed down, being anchored to something, but it causes a sense of security, stability with the house we were seeing there. And the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, this is giving me that anchor energy. The dog, loyalty. Okay, so the anchor and the dog, this is a friendship. This is a loyalty. This is a friendship that you can rely on, that's pretty consistent, that's stable. Maybe there's a friendship here that's completely up in the air because of a Five of Swords situation in which no one wins. That might have jeopardized this connection. And that dog looks so sad. The yellow rose might be significant for somebody here. The bear. This is somebody who is very much set in their ways. Could be very stubborn, overbearing, quite, quite controlling even. So maybe this person is either very set in their way of wanting their freedoms or not wanting to be controlled, or somebody here is overbearingly controlling another person here by being kind of a bully. This is also the boss. This could be your employer, the husband. This is King of Pentacles type energy, somebody who is very protective. So I feel like there's a need to protect this friendship, to be dedicated and to anchor this friendship, to solidify a friendship here, to really protect something here at the least. So maybe seeing this from a perspective of how can we maintain this friendship or this loyalty to one another in this connection. So let's pull 3 more to wrap up the reading. Spirit, can we get some more information, maybe some guidance or something that can help clarify further before we wrap up? We have left out with the wolves, number 35. Or the number 8. Yeah, I do feel like with the left out and the wolves, that was that initial tarot we were pulling here. Where I feel like somebody felt the Five of Pentacles left out in the cold. Maybe that somebody wasn't loyal or dedicated to them. Left hang out to dry. And I see 3 wolves here, which again could solidify a third party type energy. The lonely journey of the priestess. This is doing what we know is right, sticking to what we feel is right. And sometimes we have to go through the journey on our own because no one believes us, no one supports us, or just having to go through something and find our way, but sticking to what we know is true. Cornucopia, this is abundance. I feel like this is giving me the Ten of Pentacles type, a lot of fruit to be harvested in this connection. I feel like there is definitely a friendship here that could, provide a lot of abundance and be very rewarding in this connection in a lot of different areas. But I don't feel as though we might be completely seeing things clearly, or might be fixated and focused on our own journey of being right, where we leave someone to be left out in the wolves. And maybe when we were seeing there with the anchor and the dog, we were not being loyal to someone because we are blindly following our own our own path, which leaves someone to hang out to dry. And puppets, got that twice. I was seeing that in the Eight of Swords, and I did feel like somebody here feels as though they are living under someone else's control, or being controlled, or fear of being controlled, or needing their freedom, or somebody oppressing someone, or they're causing them to not live freely and do what they choose to do, or live in their freedoms. I don't, because now I'm getting this energy of somebody really believing that they're oppressed, or really fearing that they could be in a situation where they're being controlled. But I feel like the bigger issue here is that maybe they're going down this path, but they're not really seeing what's in front of them, and it's leaving somebody else out here to dry. And I do sense something here about a third party, and it could be third party interference, like we said, with the friends, with the family members, something causing, we have sirens going off, something causing the chaos here, or has caused the chaos here, and somebody's not seeing something clearly, so they have to really ask themselves whether they are limiting themselves with a belief that they believe to be true, and maybe they're the ones thinking they're in control of their freedoms, but they're really limiting themselves by not being free, by being the puppet, by thinking they're free, but they're really not, because they're not happy, or they're not choosing happiness. And need to gain a better perspective here. All right, so I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.